Guess what? It's Friday. Not the next Friday from when you've seen us last, but 2 weeks. You know, that's about normal nowadays. We're the bi-weekly podcast, Cincinnati's favorite bi-weekly podcast, if I don't say so myself.
Bi? I'm not bi.
That's not what I've heard. So at one point we were,
ass.
Well, you are the quickest to be gay, though. I mean, not everybody. And I'm not talking about like actually putting your penis in a man gay.
I think I was 30 seconds away today, 30 seconds from dying.
Oh, okay.
Actually dying.
Like car wreck, God dying?
Yeah.
You never know.
I've never been so fucking scared for 10 seconds in my fucking life.
Did someone in your backseat go, motherfucker? And then it woke you to the situation?
I didn't have anybody
See,
in the
that's
backseat.
what you need. You need a random black fella in the backseat watching your back.
I'm cruising on the fucking Brent Spence Bridge, and I'm fucking going 55, 60, whatever the fuck I'm going.
I almost killed someone on that bridge not that long ago.
And all of the sudden, and I'm what I think was a safe distance away, all of a sudden the traffic literally just stopped. I had to fucking hammer my fucking brakes so fucking hard, I still didn't think I was going to stop.
Now, that Chevy Power's hard to stop.
I thought, oh yeah, well you gotta, it's kind of Hemi.
Yeah,
but I thought I was going to go right in the back of this fucking semi and die. And then when it was over and I heard all the cars, and then when I fucking stopped, I'm like, well, the guy behind me is not going to stop. He's going to hit me and knock me into this fucking semi. Peed a little.
You peed a little?
A little. I had to go home, change my underwear. Literally.
Hey, that's two of us now that have peed in our car.
Now I had to pee probably 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have peed if I'd have got out of the car and pulled my dick out.
Yeah.
But when I laid the brakes on,
it just came.
Peed a little. Probably like a shot worth. If you were to fill a shot glass with pee, that was in my underwear.
No, I've had that happen too.
Yeah.
Well, shot worth's a lot of pee, actually.
That's a lot of pee.
Yeah, like I thought you meant like just like a shot, like that kind of shot. Like a one shot of
glass.
Pee. Yeah, that's a decent amount of pee.
Yeah, and as soon as I fucking did it and I went like this, I went, God damn it. And I reached and felt, and it was already coming through the jeans.
Oh, it's awful.
So I went straight up 74 and went home.
To, unless you
I pissed my pants today.
Well, good for you. Good for you. That's now both of us that have probably pissed our pants within the last year. Oh, no, mine was longer than a year ago at this point. So I think at this point,
it probably was.
Yeah. Okay. At least I have a couple years behind my last peeing. But I can't say I don't pee my pants semi-often in that I'll hold it so long and I can't find a fucking restroom to go to when I'm out there driving. And then next thing I know, as I'm like pulling my dick out, maybe a little squirt, might hit the pants or something.
This wasn't a squirt.
Yeah, but that I haven't actually let loose with a pee or a shot glass full in a.
I mean, put it this way: it reached my balls crack area. Mm-hmm. I mean, I peed my pants.
I had a good one the other day where I was,
but I don't think it was out of fear. I think it was, hey, when you're driving and you got to pee, you're like, you're controlling what's moving and what's not. Mm-hmm. I think I lost control of everything except my right foot when I was fucking hammering down on the brake. Either way, I completely filled my fucking...
Glad you didn't have to shit.
Oh God. Yeah. I would have shit my pants. I mean, when I reached down there, I was like, oh my God, it's like a whole load of pee. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I went straight home to shower and change.
So at nighttime, I have my nightly pee spots all over Cincinnati. Every basic area, I get like 2-3 spots where I can just, I know it's an empty parking lot and a dumpster or something that I can pee next to. There's one up in Eden Park, some kind of medical building that's empty after 5 o'clock every night and on the weekend. So I use that one a lot. I got a pretty big parking lot also. So I'm circled around. I get out of my car and I circle around, do it on the other side of my car. So my car's blocking me if someone was to pull in.
Yeah.
So I'm mid-pee and a cop pulls in, right? And at this point, his lights had, not his police lights, but his headlights when he turned in hit my car.
So he knew you were there.
So he saw me. I don't know if he knew what I was doing. So what I did is I'm still peeing. So at this point, I started bending down to look like I was looking in the car and then open the car door to look like I'm doing stuff to my car to fix
Pull
it.
out a screwdriver.
But that's hard to do while you're actually pissing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But I had to at least get the beginning out. Maybe I could stop midstream towards the end, but I had to go pretty bad to begin with. The cop just did a circle. He parked. I got around, got back in my car and left. So he either didn't give a shit that I was pissing or didn't know I was pissing. Either way, he left me alone. Good for that one cop.
That's what you do. I mean, you pull out anything. Hey, there's a fucking napkin there. You pull it out and act like you're cleaning something off the car. Anything.
That's what I was looking for. I was looking for something that looked reasonable. Because then too, looking in the windows also could look like you're trying to steal the car. So that also looks guilty. But I would think a cop would know that you're not going to do that right in front of them unless you're on all the crack. And then at that point, you wouldn't care. But at that point, you'd also think the cop would come over and go, hey, cracky, what you up to?
I will piss my pants before I'll go into a portable toilet.
Oh, no, I use those all the time.
I hate them. I
Really?
won't do it. And
I love them.
Only in an extreme emergency. Let's say hypothetically, I'm at a fucking outdoor concert and that's all they got.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll go in.
But
here's one today. I had to pee real bad. I was sitting. I got here 10 minutes early, so I sat in Laverty Park, right by your house.
Yeah,
There's
they got
a portable toilet
Yeah,
there.
I've used it.
I peed behind it.
That's weird.
I won't go in it.
Now, there's a couple...
Those things stink.
There's a park in Madisonville that has like a little bathroom stall with one of those in it, and I'll just pee in the stall part, not the actual toilet part. So I do exactly what you did, but it's covered. No, I pee in those fucking things all the time. In fact, I take it as...
You can see their shit.
A lot of them nowadays have the urinal on the side.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, most of them have the urinal on the side. I rarely, unless, nighttime you can't see in there anyway, so who knows what I'm peeing on.
I just open the door and piss in there.
Yeah, that's too bad there's no husband you could yell at after you did it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, I peed on your floor and fucked your wife. No, but I take them as a challenge, and there's a couple of them that I haven't got to yet that I really want to. I want to pee in the one on the corner of McMicken and Vine, because that's just a very hoody area, and all the bums and crackheads hang out right there. And I just think it'd be funny to get out in the middle of the night and go pee in that portalette. Is a challenge.
There'd probably be two people sleeping in there.
Yeah, it could be. It's the challenge. And then they put them up on the bridge when they were doing work on 471, and I really wanted to pull over on 471 and take a piss in that portalette on the bridge. I don't know. That's a life experience.
Dude, unless it's a fucking emergency, I'll pee on the fucking side of the road.
I've never shit in one of those. Ever.
Same fucking thing.
I guess I have. I've been camping where I didn't have a choice.
Well, if you don't have a choice, that's different.
I like that one at the gorge where it just goes into the mountain.
Oh, yeah. My favorite toilet ever.
You wonder how far that goes down? Because, do they ever clean out the mountain shit? Or is that just literally
just dump
60
lime
years
on
of pooper down that hole at this point?
Probably pour lime down it.
And just make the poop disappear?
My favorite toilet on the planet is at the Shawnee Lookout Golf Course.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. This is so fucking cool. It's right on a hole. There's this wooden structure, and you go inside, and there's two toilets. Okay. Well, two doors, two toilets. And it looks like a portable toilet, but it's permanent. And there's a hole in the toilet with a seat, just like everything else. But it goes down 20 feet. So literally, when you're pissing, when you're done, your dick's put away, and it's still hitting the water.
That's a cool little party trick.
It's the fucking funnest thing ever. It's like you take a shit in there. It's like, comes out of your ass. It's the fucking funnest toilet ever.
The fucking victim.
Shawnee Lookout.
What do
for
you
those
think?
of you.
What do you think the toilets are like in Bangladesh?
I don't know.
I only ask because, welcome to the party, Bangladesh. I looked at the recent views we've had in different countries. We haven't looked at that in a while, and I wanted to welcome our new viewers.
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh. Welcome to the party, as I said. Bangladesh is officially a gigantic Shut Up Cincinnati supporter.
How many views?
Not important. We're giant in Bangladesh.
I love
the number of views. Who knows? You know what I mean?
It could be 100.
Hey, guess what? I don't know a goddamn thing about Bangladesh. Isn't that just like an Indian?
I know it's like India. Yeah,
but I bet
India
you,
light.
Do you think them, like other people from that region, would get pissed off if you call them Indian though? I'm Deshi or whatever they call themselves.
I don't think people
I'm a Bengal.
You're referring from these people from Nepal and stuff. They don't get offended.
Oh,
if you ask Ghana,
no, that's the fucked up part about it is they get offended if you call them Indian, but if you attack Indians, they will side with them. All right, I think Asians kind of probably do the same. I could be wrong about this. I might be making shit up, but we're gonna stick with it because I know everything about everything. So I think Asians are the exact same way. Like, a Chinese guy might not like a Japanese guy, but if Whitey goes after a Japanese guy, all of a sudden Chinese guy's on their side.
Asian people don't like each other.
But I think Asians are different. They
don't like each other.
Yeah, they're from the future, so they have different rules.
Well, the Chinese people are like ragging on the Vietnamese and the Cambodians. Oh, I don't like them.
But yeah, you're right. Some of the Nepalese fellas or Bhutan, I don't know which ones they're actually from.
Most of them are Nepal.
See, that's what I've heard. I'm wrong about. I always thought that too, and I heard now most of them are actually Bhutan. I think maybe, over the years. I don't know. It's the fucking same thing to me. They're all Indians. But welcome Bangladesh, all right? Another one, we only got 2 new ones. Well, 3 new ones, but the other one, it's hard to describe where that's at. So the second one, Thailand. Welcome to the party, Thailand.
Hey.
All right. I thought we already had a tie, but I was wrong.
The Asians like us.
I look back. We're giant over there in Thailand. We're big on Bangladesh. And you know who else has been listening?
Who?
Obviously The Undertaker, because it says parts unknown. And that's the only person I know from parts unknown is The Undertaker. So welcome.
Parts unknown.
Yeah. Welcome to the party, the dead man.
Is he dead?
Well, he's always been dead. He's The Undertaker, dude.
Well, I
He
mean,
became dead.
is the real person dead?
The real person. He's The Undertaker. I mean, he's been dead from the beginning. He's the dead man. That's his whole thing.
All right, 40-some-year-old man. Is the guy who portrayed the Undertaker dead?
No, he's Mark Calloway is his name.
And he's very much alive.
He's very much alive. He has his own podcast. He's a Trumper. You know,
Is he a Trumper?
It's unfortunate, man. Most of those old WWE guys are all Trumpers. I mean, it shouldn't be surprising. Come on, it's a big fucking hillbilly from Texas. That's what
That's true.
That's literally what the Undertaker in real life is. He's a big hillbilly from Texas. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, the ultimate Trumper.
You know what I mean?
See, I wouldn't think I would look at somebody like Goldberg and say he's not a Trumper.
Goldberg's Jewish. I don't know what he's into. Goldberg, I think, is actually the biggest Jewish person that's ever been alive. I don't know. Is he? Have you ever seen fucking anyone Jewish and bigger than Goldberg? The guy's a monster.
Yeah, he's pretty big.
Yeah, so good for him bringing up the whole Jewish race to gigantic proportions. But The Undertaker, he's been out there listening to us. Now, this is a fact that I'd noticed. This is a new listener. But, I mean, if you had to guess, and this isn't always, this is in the last year.
Okay.
Who would be the second biggest country that follows us?
I would say China.
China? I'm not going to.
That follows us.
Yeah. No,
Canada.
That watches the show or listens to the show or whatever. Canada, yeah. I mean, that's the natural choice, right?
Yeah.
At least somewhere closer. Our number one, and it's a significant amount of listens, Singapore.
Really?
It goes America, Singapore, Canada. And it's fucking nuts. I mean, they're not number one overall just in the last year. They're number 3 overall. Canada's still number 2. Well, you know what I mean. When I say number one, I mean otherwise outside of America.
Hong Kong is?
No.
Because my buddy lives in Hong Kong and he's a listener.
Yeah, I think we get some Hong Kongs and shit. But no, Singapore, we get more listens than everything besides America. And it's a significant amount. I mean, it's not like I'm not saying 8, you know. Sometimes we bring up these countries, they have a listen, like a Bangladesh, we got a listen. You know what I mean? But like Singapore, it actually is a decent amount of listens. You're like, what the fuck's going on over here in Singapore?
Could we do it? Is there a program we could get where, like, if they're watching a YouTube video, we could have, like, Singapore subtitles underneath? Just in honor of them?
Right now?
Yeah,
like I can add Singapore subtitles. I might be able to add that in the post.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I mean, just as
when they watch YouTube does that for them.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
It's actually funny. I know the Apple.
Oh yeah, you can do anything.
Apple Podcast does this too. Is they transcript it, so you can read. You can go to Apple Podcast and just read a whole fucking podcast if you want, and word by word. And it is funny every once in a while. I'll look at ours and I'll start reading, and when you actually read it, you realize how fucking retarded we are. It's hilarious.
Well, I don't like to use that word, but
I do.
Hey, here's a tech issue because you guys all rag me all the time because I'm so untechy.
You are pretty old.
I got the Fire Stick like everybody else, and the Fire TV, and I steal my movies through different, apps, Cinema or B or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I've noticed in the last 6 months, and I've tried the settings on every one of them to try to change it. Every single feed I get from all of these sites for any movie is in Italian.
Really?
Is my settings fucked up?
No, I think Italians are real big in the pirating. That's probably what it is.
But it used to be where I could go on there and watch any movie. Now it's impossible.
What do you watch? You use a Fire Stick?
Fire TV.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't used one of those things in forever. So I don't know what the new technology is there.
Yeah, I've been using Cinema because it still said it's one of the top ones.
Cinema's still one of the big ones. Yeah, I don't know.
You can't find, there's no more links on it.
Yeah, I've went to just using my computer pretty much, and then I'll just plug my computer into my TV, my laptop, because the websites are usually a lot better than what you can find on Fire TV, unless I just don't know. I was fucking sick of switching it every fucking 3 months.
Well, yeah, but things Fire TV used to be where you could see any movie you ever wanted to watch in your life, any TV show, any episode. It's not there anymore.
Fire TV is just the internet, and they found the way to put it on an app to be on your phone. But those things are all just existing on the internet, which you can get on your any kind of computer and see those same things. Everything, everything's still for free, illegally, but still for free. So
it's not illegal for me. I use a VPN.
Oh, good point. I think that does actually take out the legality of it.
Yeah, I'm from Singapore.
Yeah, good. Is that you? Is this all these? Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
No,
maybe it's just a VPN of yours.
I don't know where I don't think those VPNs tell you where they are.
Chris is actually our second biggest listener, not Singapore. It's just Chris listening to himself talk.
No, I listen to each one of our podcasts one time.
Thousands of times of Chris just listening to himself talk. I made a good point there.
I listen one time.
It's a really good point there.
And it's either
Hey, I don't know how to fix your tech, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
it's fucking me up.
I know one place you shouldn't go to fix your tech.
Where?
Dayton, Ohio. What a fucking shithole.
I hate Dayton.
I just wanted to shit on Dayton. I'll
be driving through Dayton tomorrow.
I
think I should get out and take a dump.
I spent a whole evening up there the other night to go see a concert. And I visited my niece. She's at the University of Dayton, which actually is nice. That a bunch of rich kids in the corner, I think, is what's going on there. But they're poor people. They have to live in Dayton. And
Dayton's a dump.
Dayton's a dump. I can't see any really good qualities about it.
I get a lot of, not a lot. When I say a lot, I mean I've gotten probably 7 or 8 in the last couple of years. Messages from couples in Dayton's wanting the bull services.
You just say no.
I don't even answer them back.
I don't need those.
I ain't driving to Dayton.
No, dude, Dayton's like the west side, but a whole city of it. It's fucking
go
awful.
fuck yourself.
It's very similar.
West side, best side.
But anyway, I was up there to see the concert, went to see the Slackers, which was great. But the whole experience was interesting, to say the least. For one thing, Dayton, the street that I went to was a cobblestone street. I think it's 5th Street. Go fuck yourself. Cobblestone.
We have those downtown.
We got one, and it sucks, and I hate it. And I was on last night, and I thought about this last night. Like,
is it Elm?
Yeah, it's one right in front of Music Hall.
Yeah.
Let's pave that.
No, they like the.
No, I don't give a fuck. Let's pave that. If nothing else, put 2, car-sized things in the middle that we can drive over. The one on Elm's not as bad because if you stay in the lane that has the streetcar, you can actually ride the streetcar ramps and not have to fucking listen to the cobblestone.
Yeah.
But that's still even annoying because you're moving a little weird and shit. But fuck cobblestone. Fuck you, Dayton, for having cobblestone. Just get rid of it. And Ohio, Cincinnati, same thing. Okay, cool.
I got to get my guy's name. Go ahead.
In fact, the only thing that should be able to go across these cobblestones, you should have to stop your car and fucking take a horse and buggy across it, all right? It's not meant for cars. Go fuck yourself. But anyways, decided to keep this cobblestone street. We're driving down the street, and there's a big sign right on the street, real bright white sign that says, "Do you need a cock? We got you."
A cock?
Yes. On the other side.
C-O-C-K?
C-O-C-K. On the other side, it said, I think I wrote it down here. Oh, yeah. Stroke that thing, make it sang. So this is big. I mean, isn't that a pretty not allowed? Can you just put need a cock? I mean, I'm not offended. Don't get me wrong. But I mean, this is just a public street. And when you look in the windows, it's called Exotic Fantasies. It's like a dirty bookstore. But they had cocks in the window.
Dildos?
Yes.
I don't think that would be legal.
It is in Dayton, apparently, man. There's cocks. I need a cock. You got a cock, and you can just look in and see cocks. There's some fucking clothes and shit, too, but I seen cocks. Again, this isn't a complaint. I actually like this part of it.
I should put that on my fucking swinger profile. Need a cock?
Need a cock? I don't know if it said something else after that or not. It might have. This is what it is. Need a cock? We're your doc. That's what it said. Yeah, fucking exactly. I stopped the car. I'm like, what the fuck? I was taken aback. Just gonna put this on a sign?
Need a cock? We're the doc.
Yeah, and then on the other side, stroke that thing, make it sang.
It's encouraging masturbation.
Yeah, and even the band brought it up. They're like, we travel all over the country. You usually don't see dirty bookstores this obvious.
Yeah.
They were praising they're obviously a touring band, so they're going to praise the town they're in. But, they were singing the praises of Dayton, and I think it's just off that store. In fact, the dude made a whole fucking song about it just on the fly. It was kind of funny. But anyway, so we get to this place. The bar sucks. You can barely see the stage. It's a stupid fucking setup. Never at the point when the band I wanted to see could I see the drummer or the bass player. How fucking annoying is that? You know what I mean? Annoying. In a small little venue, I was front row, and you still couldn't see him because the way the stage was set up.
You were front row?
I was second or third.
And you couldn't see the drummer?
Because it was standing, No, you couldn't see the drummer. The way it was set up, it was like an L. Fucking made no sense at all. It sounded all right. We get there. The first band was the most god-awful shit. I mean, okay, I shouldn't even change that. They weren't even horrible musically, but they all look like you. And they're playing 21-year-old punk rock and trying to like make the faces. And it's like, dude, you guys are literally like late 50s and 60s.
That's when punk was made.
Cool, quit. All right? If you're not making money after 30 and still going on stage doing and then going back to your corporate
The Vandals
job,
do that. They're in their late 40s.
they're making money at it.
But they're like 50. So
they're making it's a job. That's a job. These guys, this is not their job. This is not a touring band. It was a local Dayton band.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, like both of the openers were locals, and they both sucked in different ways. This one, because they're literally 60, and one of them I think is in like his business clothes playing another dumb thing, a keyboard, trying to play punk music with a keyboard. Get the fuck out of here, guy. Yeah, like, and that's what it was literally, the stupidest shit. And the bass player coming, it's like, you fucking nerd. Grow up. All right, you fucking loser. I'm sorry. When you get to a certain age, just give it up. All right, or at least don't take it so goddamn serious. And their songs are all corny. Like, this song's called "Fucking and Fighting," shit like that. And then it'll be some corny ass fucking shit. And then the next band comes up, and this is one thing I'm pissed off because the Slackers are a ska band. I expected a fucking ska show. I did not get a ska show. I got some fucking shitty punk band, and then this next band, like, they sounded like 80s music, like David Bowie and shit. And it wasn't even that it was bad per se. It just wasn't the place. You know what I mean?
Well, there's been some weird fucking opening bands in history, man.
That just pissed me off. But that's when I will get to my first asshole of the week, my first and only asshole of the week. So let's hammer.
I have that, out. And I have a hero.
Okay. I actually have a hero.
Hey, two heroes.
All right, here we go. Didn't work. All right, let's try this again. Still doesn't work.
Asshole of the week. Da-na-na. Asshole of the week. Da-na-na-na. Asshole of the week.
All right. Well, we got the end of it, so that's pretty cool. And everybody else got to look at those soap assholes, which I still would love to have if you guys got it. All right. And this guy is my asshole of the week. It is the bartender up at Blind Bob's. And when I say asshole of the week, you got to remember, I like assholes. So I have no ill will at this guy. In fact, I thought it was hilarious, but it was an asshole move the way he treated me. All right. I don't drink, so I'm not going to go to the bar and typically get a beer. Actually, I ended up getting a beer later. I think mostly out of this fucking not conversation, but this interaction. What I do like to do is drink water at these kind of shows. But
he's there to make money.
Exactly. Those guys are there to make money. So I don't ask for a water. I'll usually nowadays, and most places will have it, I'll get one of those liquid deaths. All right, let's get this very clear. I think liquid death is douchey. You're paying $3-4 for a can of water because it has these little skulls on it and shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? It is 100% douchey. Yeah. I don't disagree. It's very hipster shit. Whatever. I understand that, but I'm more doing it not because I want the fucking liquid death, because I want to pay an actual money amount and give this guy a tip. Yeah. Because I'm using his service. So I finally get his attention. This is like this grungy looking guy with a shitty mustache, looks like he works at a fucking shitty bar in Dayton. Yeah. Let's just put it. And everyone in that bar looked like they belonged in a shitty bar in Dayton. That was the ugliest group of people I think has ever been gathered in one room. And I'm starting to see this as a trend for these concerts I go to. I'm starting to feel worse about myself. All right. How come every concert I go to, everyone's ugly? I mean, I'm sure I'm ugly too. But come on.
I'm sure most of the audience is ugly too.
Yes, but you would think you'd get a couple attractive people. Just you do get a gathering of 200 people, you'd think there'd be 3 hotties.
Yeah.
None. They were all ugly.
Welcome to my world, dude. I'm a Rush fan.
Yeah, true.
We didn't see any women there at all.
The weird thing is, I didn't see an attractive person in Dayton. I was on a college campus for a little bit. I didn't see an attractive person in Dayton. That's weird. All right,
to me, it's not weird. They're ugly people in Dayton.
Yeah, ugliest. And we went to a pizza place, like an upscale one, while we were there too. It was full of transsexuals handing out pizza. Still all uglies. It was impressive. Let's get back to this bartender. So I asked the guy. I was like, "Hey, bud, you got any liquid death?" Are you kidding me? That's what he. That's what he gave me back.
So they don't have it.
He just goes, "We got fucking water." I just like, kind of in shock, but at the same time, I appreciated it because I also think it's douchey to order, and he thinks it's douchey to order, and he was pointing out to me that I'm a douche for ordering it.
Yeah.
And I totally agree with him, and I'm literally only trying to give the guy money. He gave me a fucking water. I gave him $1, and we moved on with life. But I thought that was the perfect moment to treat a customer like that. Made a douchey order. He treated me like a douche. I learned my lesson. Ordered a beer after that. Just cause. I don't even want a beer. I don't even like beer.
Hey, what do you want now, douche?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, he's probably, as soon as you walk away, he's going over whispering the other ear, pointing at
fucking liquid death. Look at this hipster fag.
Look at this fucking 50-year-old motherfucker trying
Hey, man, 50. I'm not.
He can take it for 50.
I'm closer to 40 than 50. I think he was older than I was.
Was he?
Yeah, it was some old dude, but or not old dude, but he was probably my age. And yeah, I totally agree with you, dude. Liquid death is for douches. I was trying to hook you up. You're a fucking asshole. I appreciate you being an asshole, though. So let's move on with life.
Well, this is really cool. My asshole and my hero coincide. So since we're on asshole, my asshole is the city of Lockland.
All right. I have nothing good to say about it.
For those of you, it's right near Paddock Road off 75. Lockland is there, little fucking shit town.
Paddock's one of those exits off 75 where I go, well, I'm never going to go over there.
Yeah. There's no need.
No need.
Yeah, because it's shit that way, shit that way.
It's shit everywhere. And it's
but the city of Lockland.
Industrial plants.
They're my asshole of the week. And they go along with my hero.
Okay.
There's a guy, and I'm just going to throw my hero out there now. His name is Greg Stroll. He's a retired firefighter. He's lived there forever in the city of Lockland. Okay?
Shout out, fireman.
He's sick and tired of fucking up his car because they won't fix any potholes ever on the fucking streets of Lockland.
It's not just Lockland, buddy. It's someone that drives around everywhere.
So this guy takes a can of spray paint in front of his house, and he spray paints around the potholes to warn the people driving down the road, there's a big pothole here that's going to fuck your car up.
Ooh, that's a hero.
He got arrested.
Yeah, fuck you, Lockland.
He got arrested and charged. Now, he got charged. He got acquitted in court, but he was charged with criminal menacing.
Menacing?
For pointing out the fact that these assholes in Lockland won't fix their fucking potholes. And he said he's had so many times where he has literally popped tires. He fucking busted his suspension one time because he hits these fucking potholes. So he wanted to warn people in his neighborhood, there's a giant pothole here, and he spray painted around him, and they fucking arrested this fucking guy.
I thought Domino's was supposed to fix all the potholes.
Domino's?
Yeah, remember they had that commercial?
Oh, yeah.
They're going around fixing potholes and shit.
But the whole point is, what kind of fuck... He's paying taxes. He lives there. He's lived there a long fucking time. Mm-hmm. You won't fix the potholes, so all he's trying to do is prevent people from fucking up their cars because of your cheap fucking attitude on everything. And he gets arrested and charged with criminal menacing.
Yeah.
So he's my hero.
Yeah. And Lockland.
And Lockland is my asshole.
Yeah, Lockland is your asshole. And you know, because he is your hero.
I need a hero. Holding out for a hero. Till the morning light. He's got to be strong. And he's got to be fast. And he's got to be larger than life. I need a hero.
So, before Jason gets into his, Gregory Stroll, you're my hero of the week. Good for you. You're just trying to fucking help people, and the fucking city you live in and pay taxes in not only doesn't fix the fucking potholes so you fuck up your car, they're certainly not going to help you repair your car after you fuck it up, but they charge you for pointing out that they're assholes. So you're my hero.
Thank you, Greg. Looking out for the regular American man that doesn't want to fucking pop their tires. All right.
Exactly right.
If you don't mind, could you go over there to Norwood and maybe do the same thing? We got some issues in Mount Washington on some roads. There's not a fucking area in even the nice areas. Yep. There's fucking potholes everywhere. I don't know what the hell's going on.
And they're big.
Like, do we not have the funds to fix these kind of things anymore?
They just choose not to.
I feel like that should be a priority.
It should be.
You know what I mean? Like, they do all this shit. Like, why every time a pothole pops up, someone go, oh, pothole on this road, go fix it. You know, like, get it done. We're done. All right, let's move on.
At certain times a year, at least.
All year.
They drive around with a truck full of the fucking asphalt shit, go in there and fix it.
I think that's a full-time regular. You got a 4-person crew, and that's all they do in their life.
What do you do? I fix potholes.
40 hours a week, we fix potholes for the city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we would much rather have that money spent in taxes than some of the other fucking dumb shit you're spending. So,
Greg Stroll,
figure it out. get some fucking potholes fixed, you cunts. But Greg, you're the man. Thank you. Maybe I was in Laughlin and you saved my tire, So
could have been.
Props to you, buddy.
Could happen
and
to
you know
both
what?
of
They
us.
probably could have got him criminally if they wanted to, if they didn't charge him with menacing. How about criminal damage or whatever the hell
Like
it's
vandalism.
called? Vandalism. Yeah, I mean, it's vandalism.
But the court was smart enough, the fucking jury or the judge was smart enough to say, no, this guy's
Well, it's because it's not menacing.
Yeah.
The court probably would have had to convict him for some kind of damage, if he was charged with that. But if he's just charged with menacing, well, no, he's not. Fucking spray painting a road is not menacing unless it says, fuck you, die.
I mean, that's like spray painting around a big, giant pile of dog shit. You're not going to be cool enough to clean it up, but you're going to warn people, hey, there's dog shit here.
All right, well, my hero of the week... My hero of the week is cocaine. All right. Now you might be thinking, Jason, you're too fat for cocaine, and you're right. That's why I'm not talking about the drug, guys. Professional wrestling gives us so much. Every year they give us another indie superstar that just found a new...
You lose brain cells watching wrestling.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
It's comedy. It's like watching Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, it is.
Every year they give us a new indie superstar to offer something. A couple years ago you had the guy that would grab him by the dick and make him do flips and shit.
Yeah.
You had the one dude that would make everybody go in the corner and then he would kick him in the balls over and over by doing breakdance moves. We've had some really good wrestlers over the years. This year we got cocaine. All right, cocaine is a ripoff of the wrestler Kane. Now you know Kane, right? But this is cocaine. Let's watch a video of old cocaine here. See what you think of him. And if this doesn't work, I'm going to break everything. All right, it's working.
See the one in the white or the black?
He's the one in the white. Honestly, I don't know if cocaine's the best wrestler, and I'm not sure the guy has a muscle on his body.
He doesn't. He looks pretty skinny.
Let's watch how awesome he is.
All right.
Add the H back in. Nope, counter.
He's out of it. Big throat thrust by cocaine.
Shout out to the announcers
He's reaching
on
for
this.
something. He's reaching for something.
Cocaine has
He's got a baggie. It's an 8-ball. He's got an 8-ball. And cocaine goes fucking crazy.
cocaine is fired up, brother! Coke slam to the depths of hell!
That's
Add
it.
the H back in. Nope, counter.
He's out of it. Big throat thrust by cocaine.
That's all I got, but that is my hero of the week, cocaine. In the middle of the show.
He's got an 8-ball.
He's got an 8-ball. He's got an 8-ball. He does the whole 8-ball. He does the worst choke slam ever. By the way, he calls it the Coke Slam. And pins
This is
dude.
not WWE.
Oh
right?
no, dude! That guy, no,
This
come
is
on,
like
dude.
backyard wrestling?
That was like at a gym somewhere in Iowa, probably. But either way, cocaine's out there, dude. And I'm loving your theme. All right, you got the white.
That's a great theme.
You got the white Kane outfit, Kane of back of the Undertaker Kane fame. You had the big red outfit, the big red machine. Your full thing, like almost like the Bengals whiteout version of that outfit.
It's an 8-ball.
And he keeps a 8-ball in his pocket and just gets loaded up and gives someone
He's
the
reaching.
Coke Slam.
He's reaching. It's a baggie. He's got an 8-ball.
I think the announcing probably really does it the most. But I love to hear old Jim Ross do that, in the WWE. Cocaine, man.
I know somebody.
I don't got anything else.
I know somebody we know who's a wrestling fan. I won't mention the name.
Okay.
But if that happened and he was front row, he'd be down licking the mat.
Probably. Yeah, he's got a real affinity for that shit all of a sudden.
He would volunteer to work there just to take a playing card and scrape up everything
I
that
don't get it, man. I told him.
cocaine missed.
He's too fat for Coke, man. This isn't gonna end well, fatty. All right, knock it off. Switch to fucking barbiturates. You could tend to stick around a little bit longer with a perk addiction and a Coke addiction if you're a fat fuck. I'm just giving you a simple health advice from someone that
But it's no one
had
we know.
drug issues.
It's no one we know.
No, I'm fucking. I ain't no one I know. Just someone who's fat. All right, what else we got for today?
Oh God. I mean, I have something. I don't know if we want to bring it up because we don't want to talk too much about sports. But
Yeah,
is our season over?
the Bengals. Oh yeah, I mean they have to win out. They're not winning out.
We're not winning.
We're not beating Pittsburgh twice. Denver's not an easy game. Cleveland can fucking pull and win out their ass when they're at. Who knows? But no, we're not winning out. Our defense is awful. Next year.
Yeah.
Next
year.
honestly, I know it's not going to happen. In fact, we'll probably win all of them, but maybe one or two. and we'll be mediocre.
Are we? I'm not even confident about that.
I think we don't win. I don't think we lose more
We
than
lost
two
to
more.
New England.
Yeah, that was the first game. I don't think we lose more than 2 games more. But it doesn't matter at this point. They've already their season's done. They shit the bed way too many times. Their defense blows.
You think 9-8?
Yeah, 9 or 8 or 8 and 9. You know, somewhere right around there.
Yeah.
That's your record this year. Enough to get you a 15-16 pick. Ooh, yay. You know, so no one, unless you get fucking super lucky, that's going to really change your organization too much.
So it's a little fucking melancholy for the fucking Bengal fans.
It's a bye week this week, so I don't give a shit, you know?
Yeah. Game last night was interesting. It was a good game.
It was Pittsburgh. I mean, they haven't even got a touchdown. That was like the first touchdown they've had in 2 weeks. They're I mean, you know, that's Pittsburgh football. Good for them.
Sorry, Harry guy. Lost a buttload of money on that.
Anytime Harry guy loses is a good day.
You think?
In my opinion. Did you see your boy Matt Gates didn't get the job? Is that what his name is? Gates?
Gates.
Yeah. He turns out that
it's just too much baggage there.
Well, yeah, you can't really
too much baggage.
You can't really put 16, 17-year-olds
He was your asshole of the week during this podcast at some point.
Oh, yeah.
When all that shit happened. And then obviously it happened because the court records are sealed and they'd have to unseal all that shit if he was to run for this position. Yeah.
You know, to get it confirmed by Congress. Even him, he's like, all right.
But why does Trump go after someone like that?
That's kind of my point. Trump is hilarious, dude.
I mean,
you
won already, Don. You don't have to fucking make a mockery of it by going after one of the most hated people in America for a time.
Yes. And someone that he understands that they're going to have to go in front of Congress and everything in their past is going to be brought up. But he is just so fucking, I think it's just his ego. His ego is just so crazy. He's like, I do what I want and you'll be fine. Look at me. I grab pussy. I'm the fucking 2-time president.
Well, you can do that when you're famous.
Fine. But either way, he is so untouchable that I think he thinks that anybody else that has to do with him is going to be untouchable too. And believe me, if the American people voted on it, he'd probably get the fucking job because the American people are stupid. But Congress is going to vote on, and even the Republican Congress members aren't going to go for. Well, some of them might, but not all of them are going to go for him.
A diddler.
Well, it's not even that. He's the same guy that tried to overthrow the older Republicans. So those older Republicans are going to stand for. He was going to face that backlash at some point or another.
I just don't understand. You know, when Trump gets elected, he was actually a decent guy for 5 minutes, where he said, "Hey, let's put the bullshit behind us and let's work together and make things right. I'm going to select one of the biggest creeps in America to be on my cabinet." Why do you even have to do that? There's so many qualified people. Why did he have to go after a creep like that?
Well, then he's very anti-war, but then he goes and gets war hawks.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Marco Rubio, he would love nothing more than go to war with Iran and China or fuck up the Latin America again.
Or the fucking the Homeland Security guy that fucking retired fucking combat veteran. This guy.
That's not the Homeland Security. The Homeland Security, I think, is that fucking kooky governor from.
Well, you know the guy I'm talking about.
No, I know you're talking about. He was a retired combat veteran that was just
starts with an H.
Yeah, I don't even think he's retired. Honestly, I think he's still in the National Guard or some shit. But the idea is that.
Highly decorated military guy.
He's fine. He went to 3 services. This would be like, and nothing disparaging about this person, but we have a friend Mark that went to war multiple times. You know, he knows about war, sure, on a basic level, but are you going to make him your Secretary of Defense?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not that kind of, those are usually reserved for generals.
That's the think tank guys.
Yeah.
That plan the strategies,
they're
not that
usually
actually go in
reserved for
and fight the
like
wars.
5-star general or for whatever fucking star you need to be cool general. Not just a dude that was in combat, good for him. But frankly, Trump spends all of his time watching Fox News, and he's picked like 3 of them now altogether. He's got 2, and then Dr. Oz, who I don't know if he's a Fox News guy or not, but he's just a TV personality. It would be like going out and getting Dr. Drew to be your Secretary of Medicine, or whatever the fuck job he is.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Sure, the guy was a doctor at one point. He hasn't been a doctor, though, in 20 years. I think he's probably a little out of touch with how that shit works. And now you're putting him in charge of Medicaid and Medicare.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, majority of your base also needs. That's not just a Democrat or Republican thing. That's all old people that use that. So you might not want to fuck that up too much. You put, speaking of wrestling, we got Linda McMahon. Linda McMahon, Vince McMahon's wife, is now the Secretary of Education. She's never been a teacher. She's never done anything with education. In fact, she doesn't want the Board of Education to exist. So you're putting someone in charge that believes that the thing they're in charge of shouldn't happen, shouldn't even exist. And I think that's what he's doing with a couple of these things, because he's trying to get rid of all these government agencies, which people think that's a good idea. But I mean, I know there's bloat in all those agencies, and getting rid of the bloat and trying to actually get them to work properly is probably needed. But to get rid of it completely is fucking stupid, with a lot of those. I don't know. I think you're really...
Trump called me for a post.
Oh, what were you going to do?
Border czar.
Oh, you're going to be border czar? I thought you were going for something like secretary.
No, border czar. And I came up with a great idea, I thought, at first.
Yeah, kick out everyone.
No, it was like 8 miles of landmines.
Oh, that's a good one.
Cross this border, you're going to blow up.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple. But then he's like, well, they'll just all cross on the roads, and you can't put landmines in the roads. And I say, yeah, we put all of our troops focused on that fucking road. They check every vehicle that comes in and out. Mm-hmm. And then anyone that crosses over the fucking fence blows up.
All right. So I've been working.
He didn't like it.
I've been working on my my immigration plan for a long time. And by that, I mean like 3 seconds ago, I think I decided I'm going to talk about this. And I'm putting a plan together as I talk. But this is what I think we should do. All right. First off, all children and their mothers, if the mother's attractive, can cross the border free of charge. You're in.
We pretty much do that now.
We'll take... no, we don't. We take everyone. I said attractive. Any the female.
8.
Yeah,
I don't.
Kids can look like whatever they want to look like. You know, I ain't judging the kids.
I mean, the mother has to be an 8.
The mother can come with them. 6 or above. Don't have to be an 8. I don't need beautiful. You know what I mean? Just, not that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all kids can come. I welcome your kids. We'll
up
take
to 18?
Oh, yeah.
See, that's the problem there.
12.
12. All right, we'll
12,
go 12. That's a good age.
Right. Like 12 or under, you're welcome to America. You're American. We're going to put you in this weird little house. Hope you grow up fine. But, fine. You're allowed. Give you that opportunity. You're from a war-torn country. Get the fuck out of there. Hold on. The mothers of these children, if they are 6 or above, can also come on. You'll find a husband, attractive female, foreigner. We love you. I like that accent. That's sexy. All right. Now it comes to the men and children 12 and above. It's going a little weird when we're talking about 13-year-olds. At this point, we're playing Squid Games, dude. We're playing Squid Games. We're playing in a game of some sort where the result is fucking freedom in America or death on the border. All right. We're putting it live. We're putting it on pay-per-view for the sick American audience to watch, because think about the fucking ratings this is going to do.
Oh, God.
If you have all the fucking Trumpers out there, they get to watch Mexicans' head blow up just randomly every so often. They're going to fucking love it. And listen, they're signing waivers. They don't have to do this. They can stay in their country. We're not making anyone play this game. But you want to come to America? Let's play games. And I'm not talking about like Squid Games where only one person survives. That's ridiculous. All right?
Yeah.
We'll give you a 25% chance. You got 100 people, 75 of them are going to die. All right? And it's going to be a fun death. We're not just going to have some normal death. It's going to be Rambo style. I want your body cut in half. All right? It's going to be wicked. We're all just going to, maybe it's not even maybe just a game of chance one day. Everybody gets a drink. 75% of them are poisoned. And not only poisoned, but it's an awful death, dude. Their eyeballs start bleeding, like everything.
It's Guyana.
Yeah, it's horrible. And we're going to live stream in 4K. It's going to look really good. Put it on the big screen. Maybe put it up at like a BW's or a Hooters, get everybody together to watch.
Yeah.
It'll be a good time. Yeah, but, if you make it, you're that 25%, welcome to America. All right, we'll figure it out. Let's go up to that town up there and eat a goose. Let's go. So that's my immigration thing. At Trump, if you heard that and you think that I fit your style more than whatever dork you put in office, call me, dude. I'll negotiate.
I'm sure you would.
Yeah.
You're unemployed.
And I'm obviously reasonable.
Yeah, obviously. The immigrant Squid Game.
Yeah, I'll probably get a different name. I ain't trying to get sued. But, but outside of that, I think, it seems fair. It seems fair.
It is.
Everybody wins. Well, outside of the dead people.
The 75 out of 100 dead people.
They signed the waiver. We're good. Legally, we're good.
I think we ought to do that to East Siders.
We'd probably have to negotiate with Mexico on this, by the way, because we're going to have to do all the murder in Mexico, so there's no penalty in America for this. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see.
Because regardless of them signing a waiver, I'm pretty sure you can't sign a waiver that I'm going to shoot you in the face and me shoot you in the face, and I don't think I can get away with that still.
So do it on the other side.
I can't go, he said I could shoot him in the face. You know what I mean?
He signed right here.
But yeah, but if we do that in Mexico, they don't got rules. You know what I mean? So we'll just go over there and do it.
Hey, let me tell you something funny that happened to me the other day.
Yep.
I had a friend come visit, an activity friend.
Mm-hmm.
I was tired that day. I was really fucking tired, and I really didn't want to fuck that day.
Well, that's weird.
I was exhausted.
I know, but it's
I'd
still
been on
weird for
fucking
you.
Yeah. No, because this is a different friend who comes over and kind of hangs out a little bit after. Not long, an hour, 40 minutes or whatever. All I wanted to do was sleep.
Yeah, this is like a friend fucker.
Yeah, just a friend, but it's a friend who, after we're done, hey, what are you doing today? What did you do this weekend? And there's me holding the door open, I don't do that with her because I know I'm obligated to 45 minutes afterwards, but I sound like such a dick. I wasn't up to it. So I ate a boner pill, a whole boner pill. Bad idea. If you've ever eaten a boner pill before,
We usually just take half.
if I want to put on a great show, I take half
Well, then why'd you do a whole?
because I wasn't up to it at all.
So you just thought that the boner
I just
pill's
thought-
medicine would change because you didn't want to fuck?
I just thought, okay.
I think the whole point of the medicine is your dick doesn't want to fuck technically.
I sometimes question my choices.
Well, of course.
But I took a whole boner pill. I had
right.
one left in that bottle. I just ate it.
Fuck it, yeah.
I got fucking dizzy, dude.
What kind of boner?
Viagra.
Wow, okay. Actual Viagra. Yeah, all the blood.
Sildenafil.
Okay.
I got dizzy. And I was like laying there going, ooh, this doesn't feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Cock so fucking hard a cat couldn't scratch it. You know what? I'm sitting there going, well, I like that part.
Yeah.
Like I said, I don't have boner issues, but I didn't feel it at all this day. I wasn't in a mood. But when someone calls and says, hey, you want to fuck? I'm like, all right, yeah. But I got really lightheaded and dizzy for like 45 minutes. And I was sitting there going, man, I've never had this before, because I've only taken half, but this was a whole pill. And I was like, ooh, I don't like this at all.
Yeah.
Dick standing up like this. I don't recommend it.
No, that don't sound pleasant at all.
It wasn't pleasant. I mean, I about blew the top of her head off with the nut. It was a good one. The full pill was like, oh my God. But I was like, I felt like I was at the cabin that day that I took that one hit off that pipe. Remember how fucking disillusioned I was? I was fucking
all night.
going, oh my God, what's wrong with me?
Yeah,
what the fuck?
That was the roast of Chris T's. That was one of my favorite cabin nights.
Yeah.
ever. Yeah.
And
you didn't even know it.
I still owe somebody a payback for putting their balls actually on my forehead. That's against the rules.
Yeah, that person practices integrity too. All right, he's really big in integrity, and he put his balls right in your face.
Yeah,
which is against the rules.
That's against
the rules.
You can put it next to my face and take a picture.
Yeah,
ha ha ha. No physical contact.
This guy
with balls.
This guy loves rules. He's all about rules.
Yeah.
Every time I talk to the guy, he's telling me about some stupid fucking rule. And
that's against the rules.
And he doesn't follow the rules himself.
Yeah, that's a big rule.
Yeah.
Hey, so here's another thing that pisses me off. This is my fuck you. Do we have fuck you?
Are we at fuck you already? I like that.
Well, it's
fuck you. All right,
it's 1:30.
Yeah, sure.
We're not. We can still ramble on a little bit, but I got to fuck you,
right.
and it's a giant.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Fuck you, guy at work.
Yeah, guy at work.
Guy
at work.
I am not really going to say too much about what department you're in. I don't like to do that.
Yeah, duh.
But every man's going to understand this.
I can say it. I don't work there.
You don't. I go into the
Say
bathroom.
whatever the fuck I want.
I go into the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
8 urinals.
Oh, he went next to you?
He went right next to me. I went to the first one, and he went right next door.
Yeah,
and there was nobody in any of them.
Yeah, that's weird.
And then, I'm standing there, I see the fact that he's gone there, right next to me, and I'm like this, looking straight down. And what does he do? How you doing? How you doing, man? I don't say a fucking word.
Talking to you?
Just making small talk. I'm like, I'm pissing and you're right next to me and now you're talking to me? Fuck you. That is like one of the biggest man violations of all time. If there is a urinal between you, you have to skip one.
Yeah.
He went right next door to me.
that's man code 101.
10 fucking
And
1.
the only way,
How you doing? And man code 101A is don't talk.
Yeah, you don't talk. I mean, unless it's your friend going into it.
Yeah.
And you guys are having a conversation before you can get over there, whatever. Okay. Man code is definitely you if there's more than one urinal and you got space, you always leave a urinal in between. It's like going to the movie theaters with dudes. Don't sit right next to them. It's a big ass movie theater. Seat in between, all right? You don't need to be cuddling.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, if you're a stranger, don't fucking talk to me while my dick's in my hand.
Right.
I don't like it. And you got your dick in your hand. There's two hands and two dicks, and I don't want communication.
I don't want you right here.
No, I definitely
when
don't want you
all of
close.
those are open.
No, I 100% agree with you there. The only way that's acceptable is if you peek over and say nice watch or something, and make it a joke or, I expected better. Shit like that. Like then it's funny at least. Then it's funny. Don't tell me.
So awkward
tell
at
me
that point.
if that guy did that and then peeked over and said nice watch, you wouldn't have fucking laughed.
I would have laughed, but at the same time, I probably would have turned to laugh so I get a little spray on him.
Pee on him a little bit. That's funny too. You know how you probably avoid that?
How?
Is you take command of that bathroom, and when you go up to that urinal, pants and underwear to the ankles. All right? When you do that, everyone knows, everyone backs off. We're not getting close to that guy. He's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's either crazy or still licks windows. But either way, we're not peeing next to him. So it's kind of like a security thing, as well as just staking your claim. I own this fucking bathroom.
I think there's something wrong with men. Any man.
Are you that cold? You're like a woman. You keep on
Yeah, I'm
covering
cold.
your
My hands are cold.
Hands are cold. That's
Any
woman thing.
man that goes into the stall to pee, there's something wrong with. If you got a perfectly good urinal right there and you go in the stall to shut the door to pee, you got a fucking issue. Something's not right in your fucking head. You're either a serial killer or you're fucking weird in some way, but men don't pee in a fucking stall
or you got
when you got a urinal.
Or you got a micropenis. And
Most urinals have walls in between them.
No, I get it, but I'm just saying like that. I've done it, but it was usually because maybe there was only one stall open and I didn't want to be peeing in between two dudes. So then I might have done it. But outside of that, yeah.
I got a real problem with it. I see it all the time.
I don't like peeing in toilets because I don't got the strongest of streams.
Yeah.
So I don't want people judging me by my weak stream. You know?
You got a weak stream?
Yeah, I don't got a great stream.
Oh, man. I'll
put
out a fire.
And I got a sputter sometimes. You know what I mean? Like
I'll put out a fire.
Like I said, probably prostate cancer. But, either way. It's not the strongest of peas, so I prefer a urinal. You don't get that sound.
Yeah,
I don't want to be next to the guys doing that.
Now, do you prefer the urinals that are like off the ground, or the ones that go all the way down?
The ones that are off the ground.
Do you prefer those?
Yeah, the ones that go to the ground. There's sometimes problems with splashback.
Oh,
that
good
splash
point.
could hit your fucking shoes and
shoes
shit.
or the bottom of your pants.
Yeah, and if maybe not you, but maybe someone else, and now I'm stepping in more pee than I would be otherwise.
I get it.
Yeah, I don't really care for those long ones.
I get it. You gotta fuck you?
Yeah, do I gotta fuck you? I had a fuck you. I got a weak fuck you, but I don't really want to use that one. Man, I just had one on the tip of my fucking tongue. Yeah, the old man could be a fuck you. Maybe I'll think about the other fuck you while I'm thinking about this old man. The old man, I was just this fucking old douche that I was driving. He was probably about 65 years old. I had to drive him from downtown to Madeira, so it was a pretty decent drive. And it was 2 days after the election, and this fucker wanted to talk politics so goddamn bad.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to outwardly say it, though. So he started beating around the fucking bush. And I'm not dumb enough to not know what he's talking about. He did not want to let me know at first that he was a conservative. You could just tell.
You look like a Trumper.
Do I?
Physically, yeah.
Okay, well, maybe.
Look like a good old boy.
I think every white person probably looks like a Trumper to most people.
You think?
To be fair, unless they got some eye rings or face tattoos or dress like a woman or something like that. I think just your average straight white male from the outside probably looks like a Trumper to most people.
Fair enough.
Especially to non-whites.
Fair enough.
I'm sure all black people probably assume all of us are Trumpers at this point, and I don't know if I blame them. And Trump did, as far as that was his biggest number this year of increasing, was white males.
I thought it was black males.
No, it was a big increase for that, but white males was just like insane how much, they went to Trump compared to the past. So
I wonder what Kamala did to piss off so many black males, because they said her biggest loss was black men.
Yeah.
I wonder what
Was it? I mean, I don't think it was her biggest loss. It was his biggest gain. It was the biggest loss from the Biden years to them. But I think men in general just, I think they went Trump more. It's just men in general. There's, and like there's transgender stuff like that's, don't go with white people very well. That definitely don't go with black people very well.
Yeah.
So, when he stands up for that shit, they might actually like that. God damn, I'm pissed off right now that I can't remember my fuck you, and I had it earlier. And now it's blown.
You had it.
Yeah. Well, no, the old man just ain't gonna work. It was boring. And
you claimed that
there
it was
more.
weak.
Huh?
You said that it was weak.
Well, yeah. The end result is I really, after him badgering me and me, I literally told him I had never heard of Kamala Harris. Like, who'd he run against?
You said that?
Yeah. I tried to play as dumb as possible. Like, I pay no attention to politics. It's like, Trump, the guy from The Apprentice, right? Shit like that. Like, I would just completely blow him off. But at the end, he was just so persistent and really wanted me to get into it.
So you did?
He had a walker, and I pulled into his thing, and I really thought about not getting it for him. I was just thinking, like, in my head, like, I should just tell him to get his own fucking walker, and he needs to pull himself up by the bootstraps and get to his fucking door. Mr. Republican, and can't even fucking walk. Go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? And
Kamala
fucking
wants to take away my walker.
rich old house, in Madeira. Go fuck yourself, you rich.
Oh, did he
cunts.
really?
Yeah. Fuck you.
Any tip?
No tip. No tip. Yeah, motherfucker. And he used Lyft. What the fuck? That's for the blacks. You leave that
I get a
alone,
lot
white
of
guy.
whites.
Well, I'm just joking. But, either way. Hey, speaking of whites. So if you were in Florence and you spent like the day in Florence, what would you expect your customer base to be driving Uber and Lyft?
White or Mexican? There's a lot of Mexicans in Florence.
Okay, well, you're kind of on there. I was over there yesterday for 4 hours. I was just in a Florence, Erlanger, Walton, Brain. There's no traffic out there. They're not fuck. Oh, yeah, that's my fuck you. I'll remember to fuck you in a second now after this. Anyhow, I went 4 hours without a cracker. In Florence, Kentucky. Florence, y'all. Anyone that hears that name, that's their little slogan. Yeah. Everyone in Cincinnati, you think of Florence as just like the beginning of the hillbillies. It's like, I always called it Hillbilly Westchester because that's kind of what it is to me. It's a decent size.
I thought it was all white. Or, like you
said, there's a shit ton of Mexicans over there, but I picked up, I think, 2 Africans, a couple Mexicans, some other form of Latino, and an Indian, all within no whites and no American blacks. It was all foreign, basically.
Really?
All over there. They work at all those factories and warehouses that are over by the airport and shit. And it's close proximity.
Plus, there's a huge, gigantic fucking
Amazon.
FedEx.
There's a FedEx. There's an Amazon. There's a Wayfair. There's everything over there.
There's a FedEx that's literally like a 2-mile drive off the road into this fucking
gigantic.
thing.
That's another giant one. Fidelity.
Yes,
they got a goddamn.
huge.
They got a college campus over there in Latonia or something. Like you go up this hill, you feel like you're at some nice college, and then you're just picking up some douchebag that works at Fidelity.
There's a big old fucking plant or factory over there, and all it says on the side of the building is fun. And I don't know what it is.
Obviously fun.
You think?
Yeah, it has to be a good time, right?
I would think.
I'm going to go apply there. Where's this at?
Nobody I drop off there. It's in like...
I'm going to work at Fun.
It's off the Dry Ridge. Or no, it's off the Mount Zion exit.
I hate that exit.
I do too.
It's just too far out there.
Yeah.
Once I get to Mount Zion, I hate everything.
Yeah. So,
fuck you to whoever started that goddamn fire on that bridge. That you've ruined my life. Like, you've really, hopefully I don't have to Uber and Lyft longer because it has become the biggest pain in the ass dealing with the traffic. The traffic's everywhere. You can't get around it. You can go to the west side and there's somehow traffic for some bridge that's in Kentucky on the east side. It don't make sense.
Well, no, the west side traffic has to deal with 75 getting over the Brent Spence.
I'm just fucking around with the west side. I don't ever go over there, but I'm sure the traffic probably doesn't get affected.
You're welcome there.
All right, cool, thank you.
Everyone's welcome on the west side.
It fucks all of the east side up and a lot of northern Kentucky up. Yeah. And it literally will take you from Clifton to Newport, which is a 5-minute drive, typically, is now going to take you at least 50 minutes, to get through downtown.
That long?
In between 4 and 6, yes. In between 4 and 6, it's such a mess, dude. You get
off
into the
3rd
city,
Street and you go Clayway
you get
Bailey.
into the city. Those lights and those roads aren't meant to have that many people. Yeah. And then the people that have to get off of 71, the way it actually works, if you're getting off Columbia Parkway, you can turn left onto Broadway for whatever that goes down and goes across the bridge.
Yeah.
Now, if you get on 71, you can't turn there because it's, you just can't turn there. So now everyone off 71, which is most fucking people, have to either drive all the way around the city, go to Walnut and go back around, or have to do a fucking U-ing on Broadway, and do traffic there. It is a fucking nightmare, dude. So if you guys want to get together and find this fucking bum and we do fucking American justice on him, all right? We fucking, I don't even know. Maybe I just throw him in my border Squid Games.
We do bum Squid Games.
Yeah, we do bum Squid Games with him. But guess what? This one's going to be a 0% chance of survival. None.
Yeah, we take all the homeless people and we line them up. And on the other side, there's beds and hot meals. And we say, you want it bad enough? Mm-hmm. You're willing to fucking go through this drone fucking parade that's in front of you with fucking guns.
And guess what? They never had a shot at the fucking beds because we're just going to kill them because I'm sick of traffic. Fuck you, bums.
You can kindly fuck off now. Please subscribe and share. Well, you can kindly fuck off now.